Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another great lesson here with us at English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be getting money.
That's right. We're going to have a lesson about the ATM.
The ATM or...
automatic teller machine.
Okay, that's what it stands for, ATM. So we're going to be looking at the language that you'll probably find in an ATM, maybe in the United States or an English-speaking country.
That's right. But before we begin, why don't we look at some vocabulary that we'll hear in the dialogue?
Vocabulary preview.
As we mentioned, the ATM, or automatic teller machine, is a machine where you get your money, right?
Exactly.
And also, well, some people, or in different places, they may call it the bank machine.
Yeah, or maybe the cash machine.
Or just a money machine or something. All right.
So ATM.
ATM. And now let's take a look at our next word.
Local authorities.
The local authorities.
The local authorities.
So what are the local authorities?
Well, basically, it's the police.
The police. Why do you say local authorities?
Okay, well, authority is the person in charge, right? The boss. So the local authorities are basically the people who are the boss of this place.
In that area?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the police.
The local authorities. So why don't we start now with our dialogue? Why are we talking about local authorities and ATM machines?
I don't know, we gotta listen to find out.
Stupid girl making me spend so much money. Now I have to get it from the ATM.
Hello, welcome to Universal Bank. Please insert your card into the slot.
I know where to put my card. Stupid machine talking to me like I'm an idiot.
Please input your 6-digit PIN code followed by the pound key. Thank you. Please select an option. Thank you. You have selected withdraw.
Yeah, I know what I selected. Just give me my money.
Please type the amount you would like to withdraw. Thank you. You want to transfer $10,000 to the World Wildlife Foundation. If this is correct, please press 1.
No. Stupid machine, what are you doing? No.
Confirmed. Thank you for using our bank. Please remove your card from the slot. Goodbye.
No way. What happened? Give me my money.
Danger! Danger! The exits have been sealed, and the doors will remain locked until the local authorities arrive. Thank you for using our bank. Have a nice day.
No!
All right, so it's not his day today. I think he was very unlucky, and maybe he's going to be in trouble.
I know, and he was on a date. This is probably one of the worst things that can happen to a guy when he's on a date.
All right, yeah, so, well, we saw some of the language that was related to an ATM, money, and banking. So why don't we take a look at that now in Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
All right, so the guy had to insert his card into the slot.
Okay, so slot.
Slot.
All right, slot. And that is an opening, right? Or a type of hole, maybe.
Yeah, it's a hole that is usually long.
Long, and it's like a rectangular hole.
Yeah, a slot is never a circle.
Okay, so for example, when you get mail, the mailman will put it into your mailbox through the slot.
That's right.
Okay. Well, and now that he put his card into the slot, he had to input a 6-digit PIN code.
Want to just do both together? Digit and PIN code?
Yeah.
Okay, so a 6-digit PIN code.
All right, now we have two words here that are new. Digit.
Digit is basically a number between 0 and 9.
Okay, so any number between 0 and 9 is considered a digit.
Yes, so 100 is made up of 3 digits.
3 digits, okay. And what about PIN code?
A PIN code is your secret number that you use to take money out.
Now, why wouldn't we say password?
Password is usually letters.
Okay, and PIN code is numbers.
Exactly.
All right. He had to input his 6-digit PIN code, and then after that, he had to press the pound key.
Pound key.
Now, this is strange. A pound key. What is that?
Well, you know, on a phone, On the bottom right, there's a key or a button that looks like a number sign.
Number sign. So kind of like 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines.
Yeah, 2 lines going up and down, 2 lines going across.
Okay, so that's called the pound key. Mm-hmm. All right. What about the other one?
It's called the star.
The star.
Star key.
The star key. All right. So after the PIN code, after the pound key, now he's ready to withdraw money.
So we heard withdrawal.
Okay, so withdrawal is
a noun. It's the action of taking money out.
Okay, a withdrawal.
A withdrawal.
Okay, and to withdraw.
To withdraw is just the verb.
To take out money, right?
Exactly.
So we have the noun and the verb. The only difference is an L at the end.
Yes, so withdrawal, noun, and withdraw, verb.
Okay. And, well, he wanted to withdraw money, but something happened with the ATM, and it turned out that he was going to transfer money.
Uh-oh.
So transfer.
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 When you transfer money, you take it from one place and put it in another.
Okay, and usually in banking, when you transfer money, you don't really see it, right?
Exactly.
It's all electronic, so you just put it from one bank account to another, but you never actually see this money.
Exactly. So transfer money.
Transfer.
And now this one also has a verb and a noun, right?
Right. A transfer.
And to transfer.
Same word.
Yep.
Easy. All right, so why don't we listen to our dialogue for the second time? It's going to be slowed down a little bit, and then we'll come back and look at some phrases.
Stupid girl making me spend so much money. Now I have to get it from the ATM.
Hello, welcome to Universal Bank. Please insert your card into the slot.
I know where to put my card. Stupid machine talking to me like I'm an idiot.
Please input your 6-digit PIN code followed by the pound key. Thank you. Please select an option. Thank you. You have selected withdraw.
Yeah, I know what I selected. Just give me my money.
Please type the amount you would like to withdraw. Thank you. You want to transfer $10,000 to the World Wildlife Foundation. If this is correct, please press 1.
No. Stupid machine, what are you doing? No.
Confirmed. Thank you for using our bank. Please remove your card from the slot. Goodbye.
No way. What happened? Give me my money.
Danger. Danger. The exits have been sealed, and the doors will remain locked until the local authorities arrive. Thank you for using our bank. Have a nice day.
No!
Okay, so that was a little easier to understand. But Marco, there's some interesting phrases here, some instructions that you commonly read or hear when you're using a bank machine.
So why don't we take a look at these phrases in Fluency Builder?
Fluency Builder.
Well, the bank machine told this guy to insert your card.
Insert your card.
Insert your card.
So this verb, to insert, to place inside.
Exactly. So what else can we insert?
Well, for example, commonly you insert a disk.
Yeah, in your computer.
In your computer, right?
Yep. Or maybe insert a CD into your CD player.
Or DVD into your DVD player.
Yep.
All right, so to insert something, to put inside.
Yes.
So he had to insert his card into the slot.
And then the bank machine asked him to select an option.
Select an option.
Select an option.
Now, this is a very common phrase that you will not only see in ATMs, but basically everywhere, right?
Like in computers or the internet or many things where you're dealing with machines.
So it's an order that says, well, select one of these choices that you have.
Make a choice.
Make a choice.
Yeah.
Select an option. All right, so 2 simple phrases, but very useful and also very high frequency, right?
Yeah, and you know what? When you use phrases like these two, it sounds quite professional, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit formal. Okay, so why don't we listen to our dialogue for the last time, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more.
Stupid girl making me spend so much money. Now I have to get it from the ATM.
Hello, welcome to Universal Bank. Please insert your card into the slot.
I know where to put my card. Stupid machine talking to me like I'm an idiot.
Please input your 6-digit PIN code followed by the pound key. Thank you. Please select an option. Thank you. You have selected withdraw.
Yeah, I know what I selected. Just give me my money.
Please type the amount you would like to withdraw. Thank you. You want to transfer 10,000 US dollars to the World Wildlife Foundation. If this is correct, please press 1.
No. Stupid machine, what are you doing? No.
Confirmed. Thank you for using our bank. Please remove your card from the slot. Goodbye.
No way! What happened? Give me my money!
Danger! Danger! The exits have been sealed, and the doors will remain locked until the local authorities arrive. Thank you for using our bank. Have a nice day.
No!
All right, Erica. So what about you? Have you ever had any problems with the ATM?
I've had more problems than I can count.
What happened?
Well, I think in the last 2 years, I've probably lost about 7 bank cards in an ATM.
Really? You forget it
Yes.
in the slot?
I leave it in the slot and then walk away from the bank machine and no bank card.
Well, I think now the ATMs, because this is a common problem, now they have like a little alarm that when you take out your money and everything, it just starts beeping and beeping until you take out your card.
Yes, and I like the bank machines that actually give you your card first and then give you your money. Because if they give me my money first, that's all I want, right? So I run away with my money and leave my card in the bank machine.
Right. I think that's a good idea. I've never seen it before, though.
In Switzerland, they have them like that.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Or what about the ATMs that you only have to swipe your card?
Oh, yeah, I've done that as well and also ruined a bank card with that. I swiped it too many times, put in the wrong PIN code, and
It blocks your card.
yeah, terrible.
Well, what about you guys? I'm sure everyone has some experience or some inconvenience with ATM machines.
ATM and money. Understanding ATMs and their importance. An ATM, or automated teller machine, is a machine that allows people to withdraw money, check their account balance, and even deposit cash or checks without going inside a bank. ATMs are found in many places, such as banks, shopping malls, gas stations, and airports. They are useful because they make banking easier and faster. Instead of waiting in long lines at the bank, people can use an ATM to get money whenever they need it. Using an ATM requires a bank card and a personal identification number, also known as a PIN. A bank card, which can be a debit or credit card, is inserted into the machine, and the PIN is entered to access the account. This PIN is a secret number that only the cardholder should know. It helps keep the account safe and secure. ATMs work with different types of accounts. Some people have savings accounts, where they keep their money safe and earn interest. Others have checking accounts, which they use for daily expenses like shopping, paying bills, and withdrawing cash. Some ATMs also allow people to transfer money between accounts or pay for services directly. Although ATMs are very convenient, they must be used carefully. It is important to check the machine for any unusual devices that might steal information. People should also be aware of their surroundings to make sure they are safe while using an ATM, especially in quiet or unfamiliar areas. After finishing a transaction, taking the card and receipt is important to prevent others from accessing personal information. Money plays a big role in daily life, and ATMs help people manage their money more easily. Whether someone needs cash for shopping, transportation, or emergencies, an ATM provides quick access to funds. In the past, people had to go to the bank and talk to a teller to withdraw money. But now, with ATMs, they can do it in just a few seconds. This makes life more convenient and helps people manage their finances efficiently. How to use an ATM and common transaction. Using an ATM is simple, but it is important to follow the correct steps to ensure a smooth and safe transaction. When a person arrives at an ATM, the first step is to insert their bank card into the machine. Some ATMs have a slot where the card is inserted and returned immediately, while others keep the card inside until the transaction is completed. After inserting the card, the machine will ask for a personal identification number, or PIN. This PIN is a secret code that only the account holder should know. Entering the correct PIN allows access to the account, and from there, the user can choose from different options. The most common transaction at an ATM is withdrawing cash. People enter the amount of money they need, and the machine gives them the cash along with a receipt that shows the transaction details. Some ATMs allow users to choose between different types of bills, such as small or large denominations, depending on availability. Another common transaction is checking the account balance. This allows users to see how much money they have before making a withdrawal or spending money. Some ATMs also allow users to print a mini statement, which shows recent transactions and helps them keep track of their spending. Depositing money is another feature available at some ATMs. Instead of going inside a bank, users can insert cash or checks into the machine, which then adds the money to their account. Some ATMs require cash to be placed in an envelope, while others accept cash directly and count the amount automatically. Depositing money through an ATM can be useful for people who need to add money to their account outside of regular banking hours. ATMs also allow users to transfer money between accounts. For example, if someone has both a savings account and a checking account, they can move money from one to the other. This is useful for people who want to manage their money efficiently without visiting a bank. Some ATMs even offer additional services, such as paying bills or recharging mobile phone credit. In some countries, people can use ATMs to pay for electricity, water, or internet bills, making it easier to handle financial responsibilities in one place. While ATMs are very useful, it is important to be careful when using them. If a person enters the wrong PIN multiple times, their card may get blocked for security reasons. Also, it is important to collect the cash, receipt, and card before leaving the machine to avoid losing them. ATMs have made banking more convenient by allowing people to access their money anytime, anywhere. Whether someone needs cash for shopping, transport, or emergencies, an ATM is a quick and easy way to manage finances without visiting a bank branch. Security and safety when using an ATM. Using an ATM is very convenient, but it is also important to be aware of security and safety. Since ATMs handle money, they can be a target for criminals. To stay safe, people need to follow some simple guidelines when using an ATM. One of the most important things to remember is to keep the personal identification number, PIN, secret. The PIN is like a key to the bank account, and if someone else gets access to it, they can withdraw money without permission. When entering the PIN at an ATM, it is a good idea to cover the keypad with a hand to prevent anyone from seeing it. This is especially important in crowded places where someone might try to watch from a distance. Choosing a safe location to withdraw money is also important. Some ATMs are in busy areas, such as shopping centers and banks, while others are in isolated places. It is always better to use ATMs in well-lit, public areas where security cameras are present. If possible, using ATMs inside bank branches is the safest option because they are monitored by security personnel. Another common risk is card skimming. Skimming is a technique used by criminals to steal card information by attaching small devices to ATMs. These devices copy the details of the card and can be used to make unauthorized transactions. To avoid this, people should always check the ATM before inserting their card. If anything looks unusual, such as a loose card slot or an extra device attached to the machine, it is best to avoid using that ATM and report it to the bank. Being alert to surroundings is also necessary. If someone is acting suspiciously near an ATM or trying to look over a person's shoulder, it is better to cancel the transaction and find another ATM. Criminals sometimes use distraction techniques to steal money. For example, they may pretend to help while secretly taking cash from the machine. It is always best to complete the transaction privately and not accept help from strangers. After withdrawing money, it is important to put it away immediately. Standing at the ATM and counting cash in public can attract unwanted attention. Instead, it is safer to place the money in a wallet or bag and check the amount later in a secure place. Some ATMs provide a receipt after the transaction. While many people throw receipts away near the machine, this can be risky. Receipts sometimes contain account details, which could be used by criminals to commit fraud. It is best to take the receipt and dispose of it properly, such as by shredding it before throwing it away. Another way to stay safe is to enable SMS or email alerts for ATM transactions. Many banks offer this service, which notifies account holders whenever money is withdrawn. If someone receives a notification about a transaction they did not make, they should contact their bank immediately to report unauthorized activity. If an ATM does not work properly or does not give the correct amount of cash, it is important to report the issue to the bank. Sometimes, ATMs experience technical problems and banks can help resolve them. It is always a good idea to keep the receipt as proof of the transaction when reporting an issue. Using an ATM safely requires attention and caution. By keeping the PIN secure, choosing safe locations, being aware of surroundings, and checking for suspicious devices, people can protect their money and personal information. ATMs are designed to make life easier, but users must take responsibility for their own safety to avoid becoming victims of fraud or theft. The future of ATMs and digital banking. As technology continues to advance, the way people use ATMs and manage their money is also changing. In the past, ATMs were simple machines that only allowed people to withdraw cash. Today, they offer many more services, such as depositing money, paying bills, transferring funds, and even applying for loans. However, with the rise of digital banking and mobile payment options, some people wonder about the future of ATMs and whether they will still be necessary. One major development in the banking industry is the growth of cashless payments. More people now use credit and debit cards, mobile payment apps, and online banking instead of carrying cash. This trend has led to a decrease in the number of ATM transactions in some countries. As a result, banks are looking for new ways to improve ATMs and make them more useful in the digital age. One improvement is the introduction of contactless ATMs. Instead of inserting a physical card, users can access their accounts by tapping their mobile phones or smartwatches on the machine. These ATMs use technology such as near-field communication, NFC, to securely connect with banking apps, reducing the risk of card skimming and fraud. Contactless transactions also make ATM use faster and more convenient. Another innovation is biometric authentication. Some modern ATMs are equipped with fingerprint scanners or facial recognition technology. Instead of entering a PIN, customers can verify their identity using their fingerprint or face. This method increases security because biometric data is unique and difficult to steal. It also helps people who often forget their PINs or do not want to carry a physical card. Artificial intelligence, AI, is also playing a role in the future of ATMs. Some banks are developing smart ATMs that can understand customer behavior and provide personalized services. For example, AI-powered ATMs can suggest transactions based on a person's past activities, making banking faster and more efficient. Some ATMs are even capable of handling customer service inquiries using voice recognition technology. Despite these advancements, some challenges remain. One major concern is cybersecurity. As banking services become more digital, criminals also develop new ways to steal information. Banks must continuously improve security measures to protect customer accounts from hacking and fraud. This includes using stronger encryption methods, multi-factor authentication, and monitoring suspicious activities in real time. Another challenge is accessibility. While urban areas have many ATMs and digital banking options, some rural communities still rely on cash transactions. In some countries, banks are removing ATMs due to the shift toward digital payments, which can create difficulties for people who depend on cash. To address this issue, mobile ATMs and banking vans are being introduced in remote areas, bringing financial services directly to people who need them. The rise of cryptocurrency is also influencing the future of ATMs. Bitcoin ATMs, for example, allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies using cash or a digital wallet. These ATMs are becoming more common in major cities, reflecting the growing popularity of digital currencies. However, traditional banks and governments are still working on regulations to ensure that cryptocurrency transactions are safe and reliable. Although digital banking is becoming more popular, ATMs will likely remain an important part of the financial system for many years. Banks are continuously improving ATM technology to keep up with changing customer needs. In the future, ATMs may offer even more advanced features, such as video calls with bank representatives, cash recycling systems that allow instant deposits and withdrawals, and even language translation services for international travelers. For now, ATMs continue to provide a convenient way to access money and banking services. As technology evolves, the key to a secure and efficient financial future is balancing the use of digital banking with the availability of physical ATMs. Whether people prefer using cash, cards, or mobile payments, the goal of financial institutions is to offer safe and convenient solutions that meet the needs of all customers.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. A machine outside a bank which people use to get money from their account.
ATM.
Put something into something.
Insert.
A narrow place to put in a card or paper.
Slot.
Personal identity number.
Pin.
The push button marked with a hash key.
Pound key.
The action of getting money from an account.
Withdrawal.
Get money from an account.
Withdraw.
To move money from your account into others.
Transfer.
Government organization which keeps the order of a certain place.
Authority.
To put money into a bank account.
Deposit.
An amount of money that is used for a special purpose.
Fund.
A strong metal box with a lock that is used to store money or valuable things.
Safe.
The amount of money that is left in your bank account.
Balance.
A request for information.
Inquiry.
Let's try that faster. The amount of money that is left in your bank account.
Balance.
Government organization which keeps the order of a certain place.
Authority.
A strong metal box with a lock that is used to store money or valuable things.
Safe.
Put something into something.
Insert.
To put money into a bank account.
Deposit.
The push button marked with a hash key.
Pound key.
To move money from your account into others.
Transfer.
A narrow place to put in a card or paper.
Slot.
A machine outside a bank which people use to get money from their account.
ATM.
A request for information.
Inquiry.
Get money from an account.
Withdraw.
The action of getting money from an account.
Withdrawal.
An amount of money that is used for a special purpose.
Fund.
Personal identity number.
Pin.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Slot.
Excuse me, can you help me? This coin doesn't fit in the slot of that slot machine.
Slot.
The mailbox slot is too small for this package. I will leave it next to the door.
Slot.
The coin slot is jammed with gum and now I can't buy a soda.
Insert.
Banks allow you to withdraw maximum $500 a day.
Insert.
To open the main door, you have to insert this key and turn it clockwise.
Insert.
I like the modern hotel rooms where you have to insert a key card to open the door.
Withdraw.
Insert a picture into your report. It will make it look nicer.
Withdraw.
I tried to withdraw money from my bank, but my card was blocked.
Withdraw.
Fortunately, you can withdraw money at the ATM machine at any time.
Transfer.
Bank of London doesn't allow international transfers.
Transfer.
My cousin wanted to transfer the deed of his house over to me, but it was a complicated process.
Transfer.
If you want to make a money transfer, you need to fill out these forms, please. The container is sealed airtight to prevent food from spoiling. We had to hire someone to seal our windows because cold air was coming in. The police has sealed off all the exits so that no one can go in or out.